Sometimes at work I get invited to these women in business get-togethers, and it's nice to be included, it really is. But I go there and I sit. I don't talk, I just sit. And it's not that I don't have anything to say, it's just that I can't help but feel that my voice, doesn't belong here. And so I sit there quiet without speaking, and the longer this goes on, I get more and more anxious of what will happen when I open my mouth and words come out. How's that gonna sound? Will my voice awkwardly crack? Or will it come out with a cough and a hack? Will all of the other women with their perfect feminine voices turn to me, eyebrows raised and picturesque? What the hell was that? Or will they turn to me smiling and nodding their heads in affirmation, outwardly displaying acceptance but keeping their shock tucked away behind perfectly poker countenances? And what about the women there who don't know about me? What about the presenter on screen but 500 miles away in an even colder, snowier place? What if I were to answer her query? She can't see me. She can only hear me. And for me, this is the most vulnerable situation that I can be placed in. Because at least when people see me, they see a woman. Even if they hear a voice that doesn't match. But when it's just my voice this voice that doesn't belong, how will she respond? Thank you so much for your comment. That was so insightful. Also, I'm really happy to see that we have male counterparts here supporting us today. We certainly... ... and her voice fades. It's drowned out by the static, which has suddenly risen to a crescendo in my ears. Hot blood rushes to my face, causing me to burn bright, and I blink violently, trying to hold back the impending tears. My head starts to swim and my vision does that tunnel vision thing, you know? That thing where your peripheral suddenly collapses in on itself? But not so much so that I don't see the reactions. Most of the women act as if they didn't catch what just happened, but I know that they did, and I can't help but wonder what they are thinking. Freak. Who let him in here? Oh my god, this is so gross. Some of the women cast sympathetic, sidelong glances in my direction. Glances that I am too ashamed to meet. Sympathy that I am too ashamed to accept. A friend close to me mouths, "I'm sorry," and squeezes my hand under the table, and I feel so pathetic. I want nothing more in that moment than to disappear. Not just from this room, but just to disappear. The conversation turns, and now we, or should I say they, are talking about the challenges that women face in the workplace. How can I possibly contribute? How dare I open my mouth in such a setting? A thought comes to mind and it nearly escapes. Then I remember this isn't the time or the place. Thank God that I catch myself. Thank God that I remember my place. Thank God that I save myself from the imagined rhetorical repercussions. Yes, man, pretending to be woman. Tell us how you've been oppressed. Tell us how hard it was during all those years that you reaped the benefits of the very privilege that has held us back. Tell us how you understand our struggle. Tell us what steps we can take to overcome. Tell us, just like any pig man would do. Tell us. And yes, yes, yes. Yada, yada, yada. Lots of women have deep voices, and there's no universal experience prerequisite to being a woman. I know. I get it. My voice is a woman's voice, regardless of pitch or intonation or inflection. My experience is a woman's experience, regardless of texture, and that is because I'm a woman. I know this. But knowing isn't what this is about, is it? Because there are things we know And then there are things we feel. And damn, does this feel? And so here I am, writing these words, making this video, and I'm doing it with my voice. I'm tempted to auto-tune it just to be tongue-in-cheek, but I won't, only partially because I don't know how. But these are my words, and these words are my voice. Not just my voice, but the voice of my friends. They are the voice of a community. And I'm saying this all in my voice. The voice that betrays me, the voice that expresses me, the voice that overwhelms me with anxiety at some point during every single day. The voice that has been with me since my first cry. And it is nothing more than mine.